Well, hello. It has been a little bit since I've done a full-length reading for the collective, so we're going to do that right now. If you're joining me, thank you so much. Please hit that like, comment, share, subscribe button, especially that subscribe button. Means the world to me. Thank you so much. If you'd like to book a one-on-one reading with me, the links are in my bio. You can go to www.EnchantedMysticOracle.com. I always usually put it here for your convenience. And that is the only way that you can get a hold of me and book with me. I will never reach out to you for any reason. I will never solicit a reading from you through DMs or anything like that, okay? So please be aware of scammers. All right, let's get to it. I read what comes out. So the topic could be anything. We have the 10 of Cups. Let me know how this resonates for you, or if it does, in the comments below. I do read every single one of your comments. We have the 6 of Wands. We have the Knight of Swords. We're going to get 3 more cards here before we delve right into the reading, okay? We have the 4 of Wands that is underneath the 10 of Wands. Please keep in mind that these are not zodiac specific. This is for anybody who comes across my read and decides to sit and watch it. I believe that you are drawn to these reads for a reason. You don't have to be a specific zodiac sign. Oh, and there's our 2 cards that popped out together. First that popped out is the Page of Swords that is underneath the 6 of Wands. Then we have the 7 of Wands that is underneath the Knight of Swords. All right, let's get into it. Typically for me and for my general reads, they are usually love and romance driven, of some kind of love. It doesn't necessarily have to be romance, but typically when I read, that's usually what pops out. Sorry for Oliver barking. And this is no exception. Let me say that up front. So if you're dealing with something that is strictly work, strictly not romance related, this might not be for you. And as I always say, that is okay. Not every single reading you come across is going to be for you. Even if you're reading and watching a zodiac reading, it might not resonate for you every single time. That's okay. That is the name of the game. It's all right. Please click on any of my other links to look at readings that might resonate for you. I do believe that you are drawn here for a reason. Even if this doesn't necessarily resonate, like I said, maybe you're drawn to the way that I read or things like that. If you look at my other videos, you might find something you resonate with. So please don't get discouraged if something doesn't resonate for you, all right? 10 of Cups. This is the, happy family, happy emotional fulfillment. This is the mother, the father, the children, the happiness here, having your cups full. Doesn't have to be, please don't place genders on cards. It's the energy behind it. So traditionally, when you think of a happy family, you think of a traditional family. We know that nowadays everybody is anything but traditional, myself included. So please don't get hung up on anything like that when you see these imageries. And just know the energy behind it is like the ultimate happy family. 10 of Cups is you have all of your cups are filled and they're overflowing and you share them with people that you love. This is ultimately what one looks for in a relationship, or they want to have that as the end game of having that harmony, the love, your cups being filled. Whether or not you want kids, whether or not you want a partner of the opposite sex, doesn't even matter. It's the energy of just the ultimate family, the ultimate love type of situation. 6 of Wands, this is victory. Victory is coming in for you here. I do believe that cards that touch each other have influence. So you do have, when it comes to the 10 of Wands, say these cards touch each other, these cards touch each other, and even this card touches the corner here in the diagonal. So I always akin to these energies flow to each other and from each other. I don't think these ones and these ones necessarily, you know, directly influence, but I do believe that they are a flow of energy. So that's how I read cards. Six of Wands touching this 10 of Cups here also lets me know that you will have victory in this goal of this ultimate love situation, relationship, this what, you know, your hopes, your goals, your dreams. You're going to have this victory. Six of Wands is the victory card. It is success. It is everything that you want coming in. And I apologize for the coughing. I am under the weather a little bit, so I'm so sorry for that if you hear me coughing. Knight of Swords. We have the Knight of Swords that is touching the Six of Wands here. That means for me that this victory that you are having in regards to this is coming in fast. Knight of Swords is the fastest moving energy for the Knights. Next is the Knight of Wands after that. But the Knight of Swords is very fast moving energy. Sometimes can be too fast, to be quite honest. Sometimes it can happen faster than you expect, and it's kind of like a whirlwind, and maybe you weren't exactly ready for things to happen so quickly, and you might have to take a pause on it and be like, whoa, wait, let me get my ducks in a row here. But it does look like the victory of what you're wishing for this 10 of Cups. Whatever this 10 of Cups means to you, it's coming in fast. I also believe with this Knight of Swords, he is the knight that brings truth, clarity. He has a little hint of justice behind him, very much communication driven as well. So you might get some fast incoming communication in regards to this victory about this 10 of Cups, right? We now have the Four of Wands underneath. The Four of Wands is directly touching the 10 of Cups. I do believe a lot of the times people call these clarifiers, right? I believe that they do clarify the one above, but they also have influences on the other ones that they are touching. So the Four of Wands touching directly the 10 of Cups. The Four of Wands is the celebration card, sometimes called the 1111 card. Well, this is Binks. Hi, Binks. Hi, baby girl. This is Binks. She is always here. Okay, you want to stay. If you want to stay, that's fine. Let's not sit on the cards, though. We will try to work around Binks. Everybody say, hi, Binks, in the comments. She's my tarot baby. Ollie's always here, too, but Binks likes to get up on the table. So, Four of Wands, the 1111 card, the card of celebration. A lot of the card is attributed to marriage because typically they are celebrating at a wedding here with the Four of Wands. So with that being, I might have to move you, Binks, because you are sitting on all the cards. So we gotta let Binks go, but I'm sure she will be back. She always is. With this touching directly the 10 of Cups, this could mean, doesn't have to mean, but it could mean that this person, hi Binks, we knew you were coming back. Let's keep you down here. That this person that you're dealing with your 10 of Cups here, that you might marry this person, or at least be headed towards a committed relationship, a commitment of some kind, even if it's not technically marriage, but some sort of stable, grounded energy with this 10 of Cups and these Four of Wands. It's honestly, people would look at this, if you just took these away, looked at these two cards, it looks like you're getting married and having your happily ever after, honestly, is what this kind of directly translates to. Again, it doesn't have to be marriage. It can just mean a solid, true, real commitment with somebody. But this is a wonderful reading to start out with if that's what you're seeking with somebody, or just in general. So say maybe you don't have somebody in mind right now. You're not dealing with somebody right now. That's okay if this is your goal. It's like this is coming in for you, okay? We then have the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords, pages are messengers. They bring messages. This does not surprise me that it's touching the Knight of Swords. So we see how it's touching the Knight of Swords from here to here. It's also touching every other card, okay? So the Six of Wands is touching every other card, and so is the Page of Swords. That tells me that there's victory in all of this. There's victory overall because the Six is touching all of these cards. Page of Swords also doesn't surprise me because we talked about with the Knight of Swords, we talked about fast incoming communication. The Page of Swords they're bringers of messages. So this is a message of truth, of clarity, some form of conversation that we already talked about and touched on here. It's reiterating that there is a conversation or some sort of truth coming in. Page of Swords also can be the card of research and education. It can also be a card of somebody kind of keeping an eye on you or watching you, or vice versa. You could be keeping an eye and watching somebody else. But that's what the Page of Swords also represents. Again, the page is touching all of these cards, which means in every aspect there is some form of connection to the page, to these other cards. Just like there's a connection to the Six of Wands in the Victory card to all of these other cards. Lastly, we have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is touching the Knight of Swords, the Six of Wands, and the Page of Swords. Does not surprise me that it's directly connecting to the Knight of Swords, which is that truth, that clarity, that fast incoming communication. The Seven of Wands represents putting up a barrier and defending what you want. Maybe you have to fight for what you want, but you put yourself on a ground and you're standing your ground. It does not have to be combative. Yeah, hi Binks. It doesn't have to be combative. It can just be you speaking your mind and saying what you want. It can be setting boundaries. It can be setting clear and concise rules and boundaries with somebody. Again, it does not have to be negative. It can be boundaries of what you want, what they want out of a relationship, and having that open, honest communication. You defending, do you want marriage? Do you want commitment? What do you want? And sharing those ideas. That can be the Seven of Wands. Again, it doesn't have to be combative, even though, yes, sometimes, sorry, with Binks again, sometimes with the Seven of Wands, yes, it can be an air of combativeness, of having to feel like you have to stand your ground and defend yourself in a situation. Other times it can just be you are defending what you want, but not in a strong, bad manner. It can just be conversation. Especially with, like I said, with the Knight of Swords, the conversation coming in quickly, and the Page of Swords too. With the page being here, we talked about pages are bringers of messages as well. So you might be on your guard a little bit in regards to this, because what I heard was too good to be true, but it doesn't mean it is. Just because you're doubting and maybe you're a little guarded because maybe you've had bad past experiences, it doesn't mean that this experience is a bad experience. It might just be something you're not used to, or like I said before, because I'm hearing it again, is it's too good to be true, but it's really not. That's just your brain thinking it is, but it's really just a wonderful situation in general. That's what I'm getting with this situation here. I am going to pull one more card as an overall guidance from the universe. You could take this either as a guidance or as an overall outcome. However it resonates for you in the moment and for your situation. Let's get one more card as either guidance from the universe or an outcome, okay? We have the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords as the overarching energy here as a guidance is rest, relaxation, contemplation, reflection, taking time out to view the situation in all matters, in all angles, and then contemplating on it. It's not, Four of Swords is a very calm card, very calm energy, very much that planning for the next step, very much reflection on what do you want, what do you not want. Maybe somebody did make an offer for you with this Knight of Swords and this Page of Swords, and you have to mull it over and decide what's best for you. But Four of Swords is not a negative card. It's honestly just a card of pause, reflection, rest, and contemplation. So whatever that means for you in regards to the advice here from Spirit in regards to this situation. All right, let me know how this resonated for you guys, and we will kind of pick up next time and see if it has to do with the same situation or a brand new situation. But I would love to hear your thoughts and your comments. Thank you so much for joining me and Binks, and we will see you next time. Bye guys, take care, blessed be.